G'day, welcome to the channel. My name is John. So I have a problem. I really love the auctions, particularly the salvage auctions. I was looking through there the other day and I found a beautiful 1994 ED Falcon Futura Classic. Beautiful car, needed to be saved. I managed to pick it up for the measly sum of $700. It cost me a little more than that with fees, so by the time I got it home, it's about $920 odd to my door. Let's rewind to that day when it got dropped off, and then we'll do a bit of a walk around. Alright, so as I said, this is a ED Futura Classic, which I believe is one of the last builds. We got half decent tyres on them. I believe I saw before they are dated 20, which is unreal. The brakes, actually I can see there are, I don't know if this will capture it, there are no pads. Like, there's no pads. All the ball joints are split. None of this is a surprise. Yeah, look at all these plastic guards and stuff that my EA doesn't have. This is quite different. Quite a bit different. I think body wise it's not too bad. Like coming down the side, it's definitely been, I think it's been messed with to get into. It's missing the 4-litre badge, but absolutely zero rust in the sills, which I would expect being the end of the build. That was me trying to get it in reverse before. The trans leak's pretty good. See if I can get under here. There we go. So brand new exhaust from behind the cat. There's definitely oil everywhere, so that to me says maybe the output shaft seal on the trans. Yeah, judging by how wet, let's see how wet that mount is. But brand new exhaust. Wait till I show you the diff. Thing just keeps getting better. So it's got the red stripe. It basically looks like an XR. If I look at this, it basically, without the headlights, it basically looks like an XR. This is all peeled and rusty. I believe this is pretty rare. The sun visor, pretty cool. Very 90s, I love it. Paint on the bonnet, shot. Absolutely shot. Full set, come around the back. Paint is also still shot. Basically anything on the top. Anything on the top is shot. Bonnet, roof, boot, spoiler, it's all shot. Some nice little history there. Crazy Clark's, Brisbane Jazz Club, 2022. So it's got to be driven recently, from what I can gather. Tow bar, again, no rust under the tail lights. It's super straight. Super straight. So 1-800 Salvage, I believe, is a junk car collection site here in Queensland. So obviously something's gone wrong with it enough that somebody didn't want to fix it, but so far I'm not really sure what that is. Door wise, this has definitely been jacked with because it doesn't shut. You can bounce it like a basketball and just open it. So bits of plastic fell out of this lever out of here before, and it's clearly had tape on it at the auctions or to transport it. Interior wise, oh, we're getting distracted. We need to go back underneath the car because go under here. There we go, all the way in there. I believe that says high performance. So this has the optional limited slip diff, which so does my Fairmont, but it just makes this cooler again. Can't remember, there is something different EA to ED in the back of these, and I can't remember what it is, but it's all here. Again, new exhaust, little hot dog on the back, but that does actually have a hole in it, so it can't actually be that new. Again, no damage, no rust. I'm struggling to find a reason to part this out. I really am. Inside, she's pretty sweet. So, cruise control steering wheel, so late ED spec. I'll decode the VIN at some point too. Full cluster, all the gauges. Believe I had a little sneaky peek, uncracked dash. Pioneer radio, which is unfortunate. I would have loved the original. But otherwise, manual windows, does have electric mirrors. Bonnet release is not broken, unlike the EA. I mean, it's all here. It's grubby. The seat is collapsed. Be great to get some like red stitched S-Pack seats or something. Turn this bit of an S-Pack mock-up, because it's already got all the factory red trimming, being a classic. I think they chucked all that on the end of the production line. But headlining is absolutely beautiful. Not an issue. I mean, yeah, it's filthy. It's disgusting. But it's a great car for 700 bucks. Oh, of course, that's broken. My last ED was that broken too. There's a list of stuff on here, which is interesting. So service auto, yeah, we already know that's Dodge. Fix cooler hose leaks. That's probably the ½ litre that it dumped on the ground. Flush cooling system, add coolant. Seems that's possibly been done. It's got a brand new rad in it. Fix idle problem. Yep, it doesn't idle well when it's cold. Driver's door latch, that's broken. Resold a smart lock module. Interesting. Replace power steering fluid. Yep, that was making horrible noises. Brake pads. Yep. Bushes, haven't really looked at any of that. Diff leaking. Yeah, it's a little bit wet. Holes in rim muffler, we saw that. Indicator bulb, I'll take your word for it. Yeah, that timing cover is definitely leaking too. I'll show you guys under the bonnet. There is a mountain of oil underneath there. Sun visor bracket, yeah, that's broken. Driver's window regulator. The regulator's your arm, buddy. Mud flaps, badge. Okay, I'm trying to fully restore this thing. Rack boots, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, that's all pretty basic. Wow, so they were trying to get this thing back mint. This is a list of what someone needed to get this back in basically perfect condition. Hind sauce. Don't think there was much else. Much excitement in here. A couple of bulbs. This is what led me to believe the radiator's brand new. The receipt's gone, unfortunately, but installation procedures for replacing radiator from Motor Cool. There's the seat adjuster. Something has broken in that, hasn't it? I can't quite tell what. I'll have to look into that. It's another day. There's the indicator that broke off the other side, and we're definitely not short of a pen. Truck moves, harness energy, peer support program. Generic. Okay. Not really much else to tell us about the car. But yeah, otherwise, I'm not that unhappy with this at all. And I'm going to boot, then we'll go into the bonnet. Hey, it works. Does the fuel cap work? Yep. Wow. Alright, there's the original paint. That is beautiful. Original sticker. Original boot trim. All the original boot plastics as well, all around the sides. Wonder if it's got a spare. Oh, it does. Trailer wiring. Yeah, wow. Look at that. It actually smells incredibly fresh in here. I think they are the original Pioneer speakers. Oh, there's a little bit of rust. It's a little bit coming through under there. I could ignore that and be very happy. Yeah. Love it. Alright, let's sneak back down this side. We'll go have a look. So there it is. 4 litre, 4-speed auto. This intrigued me because Tickford head. Is that a classic thing? Is that because this was almost an EF? Is that what they did? Original heat shield. Super clean under here. Log manifolds clean. I checked all the oil before we started it. It was great. The harnesses are all here and intact. I don't smell any fuel leaks. Rad looks brand new to me. Yep, that is 100% a brand new rad. So the hoses, those hoses must be leaking at the other end. So I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see the chunky down there. Yeah, that is all oil. The power steering's definitely got a little leak, but it's not a Falcon if the power steering doesn't leak. But yeah, there is definitely something. I'd say that's yeah, either timing case to block or that front crank seal on the timing case. So probably all the accessories need to come off. Take that off, reseal it, put it back on. Not fun, but bloody hell. Coolant tank looks good. New recovery cap. Not going to open that, obviously. Original cat. No real oil leaks down the side of the engine. Plenty of trans fluid on the ground. That's that drip. That's where it was parked before. Yeah, there's tons of oil under here. There is heaps of oil under here. Oh, yeah. Rack boots the rack boots are split as well. But we saw that on the bit of paper. That's fine. Yeah, I think those discs are pretty shot too. Again, it looks alright. I was planning to part this thing out and use some bits off it, but I am having a very hard time with that right now. I mean, it's 100% original. This side's got the badge on it. All the original mud flaps. Again, zero rust. A little bit of pinch weld. Sorry, waiting for the bus. little bit of pinch weld, fold it up, but so let's get the build. What's the build date on this? Yeah, 694. Built 694. I have to decode all of this later. 694. Engine H, that's the 4 litre. Trans W, that's the BTR. I'll have to decode that model number later. 18334. But I mean, even the hood struts are holding it up. Jeez. We'll give it a go. Alright, same situation. Yep, smart lock goes out. Still got only about 12 volts. We'll see what happens. And it runs. Struggling to idle. Wow, it's quiet. All I can hear is injector tick, nothing else. Doesn't want to idle real well, but it's holding there. Wow, that is so quiet. Have a look for some smoke. Where are we? No. Smells rich. Nothing else. See if it goes into gear, hey? It's old mate's list of stuff that was wrong with it, apparently. Yeah. Shorter than the EAA's list. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Alternator's charging. It's got oil pressure. 200,000 apparently. No idea if that still works or not. Foot on the brake. Maybe I'll keep the handbrake on because we just never know. Boom, straight into gear. Jeez, that is idling really low. Neutral. Boom, straight into gear. Gosh, I'm tempted to take this for a drive. I know I shouldn't, but I'm pretty tempted to go for a drive. Handbrake holds it. Wow. This runs better than my EA that I paid like 3 times as much for. But this is kind of not very exciting. Oh wow. Well, it works. Can't argue with that. Cruise control? No way. Cruise light comes on. Oh my gosh, the aircon works. I don't want to let grotty stuff outside. Oh, it's gonna blow. It's gonna blow crap all over me. Let's go that way. Okay, it's not cold at all. Put that up there, that down there. Well, stuff is happening. Air is blowing, but nothing else is working. Don't know what that does. I mean, in disbelief. Alright, I think that's a wrap on the Fairmont for today. I've made some really good progress. I've given it a wash and just parked it inside here for now so I can get to work on it. Look, I think as a base, I think this is a really good car. I think we need to hang on to it. I think for $700 it was an absolute bargain. It runs and drives yeah, it needs a couple of mechanical items, you know, ball joint, probably wheel bearings, brakes, a couple of oil leaks, nothing you're not going to get elsewhere in a 30-year-old car. So we're definitely going to hang on to this one. What I do with the Fairmont that I've got, I don't know. It's a really clean car as well, but mechanically it's a fair way behind this one. So I may hang on to it and mothball it and pull it out later. I may get rid of it, put the money into this and kind of move on. Project wise, so I want to do drag challenge next year. This is not a 12s for 2K or any of those kind of challenges. This is just me building a car that I want to build basically for drag challenge next year. We'll keep it pretty simple, be probably FG manifold with an adapter, 3582, Haltech 750. It's just going to be pretty straightforward, nothing super fancy, but just what we need to be fun and reliable. In terms of what's next, I think we'll start digging into some of the mechanicals. We've got, as I said, there's a couple of items I think in the front end here to do. Probably service the transmission as well, and just kind of get it roadworthy and drivable. So that's when you'll see the car next. Thank you so much for watching this video. Really appreciate it. And we'll definitely catch you on the next one. Cheers.